Oh, hi! Welcome back to our vegan kitchen. We have a really fun recipe today. It's a sushi burger. But it's like I said, give me sushi, but make it sexy. And fun, because it's picnic time coming up now. This is something fun that you could pack and eat outside at the park or in your backyard or hanging out your fire escape. You know food tastes so much better when you eat it outside in nature. So this is a little bit more portable and fun. It's sexy. So let's get started because it's got a few components to it, but nothing too difficult. This is like an easy. That's my rice cooker.
Oh, I was like, what is that?
So I've already started making my sushi rice. I just threw it in the rice cooker according to the package directions. Pretty simple. We're going to obviously have tofu because that's going to be the burger. But now we need the fixins. So I have a nice English cuke here. I really prefer to use these because they don't have the seeds in them. And the seeds, I feel, are what gives you the indigestion when you eat a cucumber. So this is going to be like our pickle. So we're just going to get rid of the end. I have my mandolin over here in case anybody's interested. I got this at, I was going to say Kmart. Honey, that's 100 years ago. I got it at Target. So we're just going to make super thin slices. You don't need a mandolin to do this. Just try and make it as thin as possible. But this is just so simple to do it like this. I mean, look at how many I've made already.
Beautiful.
And obviously use the guard because you're not a daredevil like I am. And I have the scars to prove it.
Please don't slice yourself.
Exactly. Be very careful. Use caution. Don't let your kids do this unless they're wearing those gloves that
Are like cut proof.
Yeah, cut proof. So we're just going to fill up the jar. All right, so we filled up our jar with the cukes. We shoved them in there as best we could. And now we're going to add the seasonings because cucumbers are pretty bland. I got fancy garlic, but you don't have to get this. This is in the frozen section, and I've always been so intrigued by this because look at the back.
How
it's
cute.
like a garlic ice cube tray. And I know everybody in the comments is going to be like, girl, you could definitely just do this so much cheaper. Just chop up some garlic and put it in an ice cube tray. But truth be told, I am lazy. That's not true. I'm busy.
Yeah. You have other stuff.
Let's sell it like that. I'm busy. So, how do we get this out of here? Because hey, help! Somebody help! All right, there we go. Oh, we're gonna pop it out. Oh my God, I need Dr. Pimple Popper. Here we go. So we're gonna put one of those in there. I'm assuming that's like a clove's worth. We're also going to use some beautiful seasoned rice vinegar. If you're like SOS free, don't feel like you have to use the seasoned one. Just use the regular rice one without the seasoning because I'm pretty sure they add like the little salt and sugar to this. We're also just going to add a very little bit of, I'm using Tamari, but you can use soy sauce. I'm thinking like just a teaspoon. And we're going to add in like 2 shakes of sesame oil because the sesame oil is very potent. It goes a long way. The flavor, we're just looking for the flavor there. We don't want the oil. So we're going to put the top on this. We're going to shake it up. We're going to continue to keep shaking it like every 15 minutes or so. Thanks, rice cooker. You did all the work for me. And I get all of the benefits. So we're just going to keep shaking this up. Don't put this in the fridge. Leave it out on the counter because the warmth is going to help pickle the cucumbers a little bit faster. And we're looking for a very light pickle on these. I mean, don't leave them out for like 2 days. Leave them out, do this at the start of the recipe. And then whatever you have left over, you can put in the fridge. But remember, just give it a shake every 15 minutes or so. Because we want that garlic to get all around and all of the flavor and everything to go around. It's already look at that. It's already pickling. Mm-hmm. It's, reducing in size. So that's exactly what we want. I just shook up my cukes.
Yay.
Okay, so now we're going to do the burger part, the tofu. or should I say like the sushi burger part. First thing we're going to do is mix a little spicy sauce. You can make this as spicy or as mild as you like. I'm not going to make it too spicy. I'm going to put... Oh.
Don't miss.
I know, right? It's kind of a little... it's got a little piece of... Whoop. Why is that going to the side so much? That's weird. I'm going for like 2 teaspoons of sriracha.
Okay.
I mean, you could put in, like, there must be, like, a seed in there that's,
something's blocking the way.
It's blocking the way. Maybe it's trying to tell me, don't go too spicy.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that's good enough. We just want the flavor. We don't want the heat so much. And we're going to use a little bit of vegan mayo. This is the only one I've seen around so far. I mean, they used to have the Just one all the time. We're not going to use too much. I can't afford the Sir Kensingtons. I'm sorry, that's like way too expensive, but it is very tasty. Mm-hmm. And the I feel like this one will hold up better for what we're doing with it than like the Follow Your Heart one. All right, so this is our Asian fancy sauce. Isn't it lovely?
Looks good.
It is really good. So we're going to try and get like 4 sushi sandwiches out of this. Is that a little ambitious? Probably. Actually, I don't know. Should I do like this way and do like 8 pieces? Yeah, let's do that. So let's go for 2 pieces. So it'll be like a double burger, but like side by side.
Sure. Whatever you think.
I mean, this doesn't come in burger shape, so you kind of gotta have to use your imagination a little bit. So that's 1 sandwich, that's 2 sandwiches, and then so on and so on. You get the idea. So we're going to do these in the air fryer because I don't really like to fry them in a pan because it's like not that great for you.
Yeah.
So I got my air fryer tray over here. We're just going to, you could use your hands if you want. I'm just going to use this because why not? I like these little spatulas. They're great for this. This, by the way, is extra super firm, the maximum firmness of tofu, but you can use pretty much any firm and up tofu. You just got to be a little bit more careful with the firm one because it's a little delicate, but I like this one because it can take a licking and keep on ticking. So I'm just going to paint these and we're going to get them in the air fryer at the maximum temperature of my air fryer, which is 400. And we're going to probably end up doing 20 minutes, 10 minutes on each side, maybe a little bit less.
We'll let you know.
Yeah. All right, I squeezed them all onto here. If you have any extra, great. When you flip these over, you can paint it on the top if you want extra. So wake up, air fryer. Here we go. We're going to do air fry at 400 for, that says 27 minutes, but we'll make it like 20 and we'll flip halfway through. So I'm going to put it up here and we're going to let that do its magic. All right, I just shook my cucumbers up.
Yeah.
Now I have my pot of sushi rice already cooked. It's pretty hot still. I'm going to season it with a bit of the vinegar, probably maybe 3 tablespoons worth. This is 3 cups uncooked, as according to the rice maker. So I'm just going to give this a good stir. And you want to make sure that all of the rice gets coated with the vinegar. This will also help it separate a little bit so that you don't have a solid block of rice when we're ready to make the buns. So just be a fluffer, fluff it, and let it cool off. And when it's cool enough to handle, that's when we'll shape our buns. So just set it aside and don't forget to shake up those cucumbers. All right, to make it even more fun, we're going to take a sheet of nori.
Rip.
I know, if you don't have the nori, you can just use the little seaweed snacks. Use a couple of, like half of a package of the seaweed snacks, the little sheets. I'm just going to shred these in with the rice, and I'm going to give it a good stir.
Yummy.
This is going to give it a lovely, like, fishy taste. So it's going to be so fun. And to see the little strips in there, It's going to be like when you build a house and you have that plywood or the oriented strand board.
It's an interesting way to look at it.
We're building a bun with our seaweed strips. It'll help hold it together even more.
Okay.
And it'll make it look fun to eat. So just shred that in and give it a mix and let it cool off.
What's going on here?
Well, I mixed in some scallions. I don't know if I would recommend using the seaweed because it kind of clumped up a little bit, and I don't know. I think if you just go with some sliced up scallions, it might be nice. The rice is really sticky. I tried spraying some spray oil on my hands here, some avocado oil, and it worked for a little bit, but I don't want to use too much oil. So if you have the little plastic gloves, I think it would work a little bit better.
So this is the bun?
This is the bun. We're going to put this in the air fryer when I get all this off my hands. At 400 for 5 minutes on each side, I think would be pretty good. I haven't done these before, so I'm guessing 5 minutes, so we'll see what happens. All right, I'm an idiot. It's so much easier to do this with some parchment paper. Put your rice in between the parchment paper. I sprayed it just a little bit. And you could press it down. And now all we have to do is cut this into 6. Well, I mean, we're going to do more, but this section of it. And look at that.
Beautiful.
It's so much easier to just do it this way. And you can get them so much thinner. So we're just going to put these on our air fryer sheet now. And these will probably be a little bit less. They're a little bit thinner. So maybe 4 minutes on each side. But wow. You don't want to have to eat a giant thing of rice on each side. So it's much nicer when they're a little bit thinner, I think. How about that?
Good to know.
All right. We're ready to assemble. We have everything put together. These turned out so much better than I ever thought they would. I think the scallion in there is like a really...
it's going to be a really nice treat.
It's like a scallion pancake, but rice. So if you're gluten-free... All right. Maddie always asks, what's the portion? And this is a twofer. So we're going to do 2 little sandwiches for lunch per person.
Nice.
So let's start off with our bed of pickled cuke, which I already tasted and is delicious.
It slaps.
It does. Oh, you could just get the whiff of the garlic in there. Right when you open that, we're just going to put a little bit at the bottom. It's not super pickly. It's got a nice little bite to it still. It's not mushy.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. I probably could have made more if I had a big... Yeah, I do have a bigger jar, but I didn't realize, so... That's lovely. Now we're going to put our slab of tofu.
Ooh.
Beautiful. Now we're going to put a little bit of our Asian ketchup. So we have some Thai sweet chili sauce. You could put any sauce that you want. We're going to do a little bit of this one.
This is going to be so good.
Oh. All right. And a little bit of tomato because this is a burger. Isn't
it's so cute.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. And then just a couple of scallions for fun.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if you wanted to, you could even add a little more of the mayo.
Right.
The spicy mayo.
You could do the spicy mayo if you didn't want to do the sweet Thai chili, or you could do both. And then we're going to... Oh!
Wow. Wonderful.
All right. That's a big bite. That's a nice
How
lunch.
are you supposed to bite that? We're going to find out.
Yeah. It's a nice lunch. All right. Here we go. Let's cover that up.
I'm circling in like a shark. Oh my goodness. How am I going to bite this?
That's a big bite.
That is a big bite.
Do your best.
Let me see what I can do.
You might want to get close to the table.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, here we
How
go.
fun would this be at a picnic? Like if you went and, you know what I mean?
Wow.
You can even assemble it at the picnic if
A lot
you
of
didn't want
flavor
to.
in there.
Oh, well, thank you. There's a lot of dimension to it. There's a lot of different flavors.
Sorry, I didn't want to talk with food in my mouth.
And the dogs were barking.
Yes, but oh my goodness, so delicious. There are so many different layers here. The rice has like a nice crunchiness to it on the outside, but then it's still
moist and
nice
chewy on the inside.
Yep, that tofu, is like one of my favorite things ever.
It slaps, baby.
Yes.
Sean just finished his lunch.
The pickled cucumbers add so much. I do think that you could add a little bit more of the mayo, even just to like make it not too dry. Mm-hmm. But wow, really, really delicious stuff.
Well,
and I think the scallions are fantastic in the rice.
It's like a scallion pancake.
Yeah, really.
It's amazing.
Really delicious.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thanks. We're going to actually eat this for lunch right now, so I'm pretty pumped about that.
I am pretty pumped too, and there's lots of leftovers too, which always makes me so happy. Yeah! Vogue down the house, baby.
So let us know if you give this a try. I think you should because it's pretty delicious.
It's a lot of fun.
It is a fun one. And thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time. So thank you again, and until next time, much love.